Today we're going to be doing the transmission drain and refill on the Jaguar xj8. This is a 2008. Now, one thing you need to know is that you need to get the correct fluid. Right here, this bad boy. I think it's what Pentosin ATF1. Now, if you're not using the correct fluid, remember you're gonna mess up this tranny. This requires a European tranny fluid. I got it at CarQuest. This thing was pretty pricey. It's around, I think, around like $80 something a piece. Yeah, so around 80 bucks each. So I spent about, I got 2 gallons just in case. Well, it's a little bit over 2 gallons. Each one is like about 1 point something gallons. I think about 1.3 something gallons. Very simple job. It's pretty much like a drain and refill. You just got to go into the car. It's like a manual transmission. If you have like a fluid transfer pump, I can't find mine because we just moved, so it's a little bit difficult to find some of the things we packed. But we're gonna get back to the video. So if you haven't already, give it a thumbs up, comment down below if you have any questions regarding this, and then hit that subscribe button for more upcoming videos in the future. And we're gonna go ahead and start this video right after the intro. Alright, so first things first, you need to have your car leveled. One thing, when I was lifting up the rear, I have this on ramp, so you are going to need a jack up. You can put some jack stands right there. There's right here in this area, right here, you can put some jack stands right there. If you only have one jack, you just need 2 jack stands. Then I noticed, since I'm on the ramps, this side started going up pretty high, and then the other side started going, well, it didn't raise up. So I got to adjust those. What I did was to fix that was to jack up the other side on the other car. For the rear, I jacked it up. There's a little jacking up point right there under the differential. So I jacked it up right there. And then we're going to be pretty much on the passenger side. You're going to need 2 different Allens for this. This one is going to be for the drain. What size is this? So you're going to need a 10mm hex Allen. And then the other one is going to be an 8mm. So right there, 8. So you need an 8 and a 10. So those are the 2 sizes that you need. For taking off this guy, that one's easy. That's the drain right there. And then the fill is right there. That one was actually on there pretty tight. So what I did was, so you see how I kinked that right in there? So I pushed this in with my hand as much as possible until I was able to fit in the Allen wrench. So make sure that guy goes in there pretty well. And so when I had it right there, it was on there pretty tight. So what I did was, I got a 3/8 ratchet, and probably with a like a 10mm socket, put it over this. It was the extension was 6 inches long, and then I used that as leverage to break it. So lefty loosey, righty tighty. Same thing for this bolt, lefty loosey, righty tighty. So the first thing what we're going to go ahead and do, we're going to go ahead and drain the 10mm hex. This is all plastic, so it's going to be clicking. We're going to keep taking this off. And then we'll let that sucker drain right out. When you actually get the fluid, it's actually pretty like a yellowish, so you can see right there. This is its first time ever being changed, and it has 116,000 miles, I want to say. So while that's draining, we're going to go ahead and take off this bolt. I already loosened it. Thought I did. Okay. So we'll go ahead and take this guy right off. No fluid should come out of here, so already have all the fluid coming out from the side. There you have it. All right, so you're gonna also need a quart and gallon fluid pump. So once you get that guy out, you're really not gonna use the little plastics that it comes with. We're gonna use this guy right here. You can use one of the plastics to kind of guide down the hose. You're gonna put the hose until it gets into this plastic itself, so it gets right there. I believe it's 3/8. Let's see. Yeah, so 3/8 right there. That was the first one I cut, but I cut it too short. So we're gonna go ahead and put this right in there, and just like that, and then the rest is gonna be all history. So we'll go right back under the car, keep pumping, and I'll show that process too. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and put back on our drain plug. I would recommend to replace the O-ring on it. Now the torque specs right here. That's right there on it. If you torque this too much, you will end up breaking it. Now for the fun part. Now this is probably going to be the most hardest part in the whole job. I mean, like literally, your hand's probably going to get tired of pumping. So make sure you get enough space to where you can actually get the pump in. Oh man, let's see if I can do this. So you're just gonna keep pumping. Once you pump the fluid and it starts pouring out like a good amount, then you're gonna go ahead and start the car. And then after the car is running, you're gonna keep pumping. So we'll go ahead and do this. If you have a second hand to start the car in the meantime, that would be very helpful. So like I said, this is going to be the most hardest part. So I'm just going to go ahead and pause it until the fluid starts leaking right out. So right there, we have the fluid dripping. So we're going to go ahead and start the car. And then we're going to keep pumping until the fluid drips right out. And then we're going to have to check it again after it's... Well, we'll go ahead and finish this process. Start it. So it's gonna get kind of loud, so you're not gonna be able to hear me talk. So as you can see, the fluid stopped leaking. So be careful with your hand on the exhaust, and then you just keep pumping away until it leaks out again. The faster you do it, the better. All right, so right there, it's pouring right out, as you can see. We'll go ahead and add just a tad bit more. So it starts pouring right out. We'll put our finger in there to hold that. Alright, so after driving, we probably put maybe about like 2 miles on it. I noticed a huge driving performance difference. So the transmission shifts smoother, like by far. So I'm pretty happy. I know what the car is. I would drop this off at my customer's house, and I would drive it a lot. They would pick me up, I'll drive them, drop them off, and then bring myself back. So I'm pretty familiar with the car, the way how it drove, and you could tell night and day difference on that. So again, after you're done, make sure you put back, double check the fluid again, and then obviously you got to throw your gears, and the fluid's been moving more fluid. I only used one container, so one container was needed, so that'll be perfect for just a drain and refill. Now if you want to repeat this process twice, I wouldn't blame you. So let's say if you would do it right now, probably put about maybe I want to say 200 miles, 300 miles, and then come back to it and then do that same process again. I mean, you'll notice a difference. The more cleaner the fluid is, or the more new it is, the more obviously the freshness it's gonna be. But yeah, like I said, I'm very happy with the results. I'm pretty sure my customers are going to be very happy with it as well. So if this video helped you out, give it a thumbs up, comment down below if you have any questions, and then hit that subscribe button for more upcoming videos in the future. And thanks for watching, guys.